Hello, I want to talk to you about 3 fragrances that disappointed me. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean they're bad, they just wasn't what I was expecting, and I ended up being disappointed. The first one is Shea and Blue Blood Oranges. Now, I love mandarin orange, that note accord is beautiful, and it's done really well in this. It's very realistic. And with the leather, it is a nice fragrance, but it's just ultimately kind of darker than I was expecting. I don't know, I don't think I was expecting like a zesty, bright, fresh fragrance because I knew there was leather in there, but it was just a bit darker and it's not quite as pleasant as I wanted it to be, but it is a good fragrance, so it's worth checking out. The next one I want to talk about is Byredo's Tobacco and Mandarin. I've got a little sample here. I bought this a few years ago now. This fragrance is hella expensive, and ultimately it just wasn't what I was expecting. Again, love the note of mandarin with a nice pipe tobacco. I was thinking brilliant, but unfortunately this isn't it. The tobacco comes across as quite smoky, the mandarin isn't that strong, and then the oud is quite present. I wouldn't say it's prominent or dominant even, but it's just very noticeable. So this just ended up being not what I was expecting. Again, not a bad fragrance, but just not really my vibe. I think a lot of people would like it, and I do recommend you maybe check it out, but not really my vibe, and it's hella expensive. The last fragrance, mate, do you want to stop licking your bollocks while I'm trying to record a video? That would be really helpful. The last fragrance I want to talk about is the Leeks White in Black. Now, this is a really good smelling fragrance. I bought it because a lot of people compared it to Layton, which is one of my favourite fragrances of all time. And it does smell a lot like it. It's not a one-to-one clone, but if you like Layton, you'll definitely like this. This doesn't have that medicinal kind of vibe, but it's also nowhere near as strong as Layton. And it does smell really good, but ultimately the performance let me down. So I've still got a little sample, and I did do a full video review of this over on my YouTube channel, so check that out. But yeah, smells great, and now the price has come down a lot. When I got it, it was like £90 or something silly. Now you can pick it up for like 30, 40 pounds. So now it's definitely better value for money, but the performance is still lacking, which ultimately left me disappointed.